Hey everybody. Okay, so I wanted to talk about really quick clarity. Okay. It doesn't matter what level you're at in your business. You've made $1,000, you've hit six figures in your business plus. Clarity is important at every level of your business. Hey Katrina, I just got finished with one of my half day messaging and monetization intensives. And every single time I run an intensive, like we've had a good handful this month. What are we in? We're in July. They are so powerful, and the momentum that comes after these intensives are incredible. Like women will literally anywhere from 2 to 10x their business from these intensives. This is a couple of hours and it's all about clarity. And so the session that I just had today, incredible woman, and it got me to thinking how many times, because she was like expressing some things at the end about like here, like it's like I was able to share everything that I'm feeling and everything that I've wanted to do but just haven't done, and like get it on paper. And she has 2 leads for her program already, and getting all these messages right now, like right when I go live. So really what I want to do is just inspire you. If you are in a state where you are questioning something, where you find yourself procrastinating, where you find yourself not sure what the next step is that you want to take, whether it's for a change you want to make in your business, whether it's for a program, whether it's around pricing, whatever it's around, here's what it's really doing. Like it's literally causing you, when you feel stuck, you don't want to move forward. So when you say things like, okay, like I want to be showing up and getting visible, but yet you're not, it's because, and you're like, okay, I'm unclear about what I want to sell. And that could be, you need to create your first 1 or 2 offers. That could be it. Or it really could be too, for my established women, you are in the space of like, man, like I'm not feeling selling this thing, like something around the core thing that you sell, your core signature program. You're just in the space of like, okay, like I really don't want to sell it to the people that I've been like running the program with. So you want to change something with your audience or with your message. Or like, okay, I wanted the pricing feels off, or like something in the way that the program is structured. It just, you feel like a solid no, like you can feel the no, like something is off. Then you know that you need to take a moment and you need to get clarity around the offer, around, what it is that you want to tweak and change, around who you want to sell it to, all the things. The other thing about clarity too is, a lot of people don't talk about this, but it creates this like this imposter feeling. And here's what I mean by that. If you are questioning a part of your framework, a part of your program, a part of your message, a part of what you're selling, if you're questioning any of it, who you're selling to, for at least for the women that I call in, we have massive integrity with our work. We hold our work near and dear to our heart. We're heart-centered entrepreneurs. Alignment is very important to us. And so anytime we feel out of that, we feel like we would rather hide. We would rather not show up than to like half-ass the thing or to water down the thing or like any of that. And so what that looks like is maybe you have like a couple of clients, in the back end already in your business, but then you don't sign any new clients because you're like feeling like you're trying to figure things out, right? Or it looks like you just not being as visible as maybe you usually are, or like, like your energy is just completely fucked up. So, for you, especially if you are in a space where you are, in that, like you've already launched your business, you're focused on growing your business and scaling your business. Clarity is so important at that phase too. Like I think sometimes we feel like clarity is only for people who are at a new phase, but like clarity doesn't know any phase. Clarity doesn't give a fuck about the money. Clarity, it doesn't matter how much money you've made, how many clients that you've had, what you do, what industry you're in, or what if you have a website, what your website looks like. None of that matters to clarity, right? If you know that there is something more that you're wanting to do, if you feel like something is off, then it's so important for you to tap in to see where that's coming from. And I am so grateful that we offer these intensives where I am able to help women in a matter of hours be able to just snap back, just snap back into, what it is that they're wanting to do, whether it's around a program, right? Something that they want to tweak about a program. Like, what I love women coming in and us completely rebuilding their programs, and then them leaving and being able to book out their programs and generate 4 and 5 figures of new sales from the program. And most importantly, from the program feeling aligned to them, from the program feeling right for them based off how they want to show up for their clients, how they want to serve their clients, doing the same thing with their messaging, right? Being able to refine your message and your audience and really dive into and take you through my client intimacy process to really connect on a deeper level. Like, one of the things my client told me today, she was like, Kira, like, I see my woman, and it doesn't matter how many years you've been in business. I have done this process with women who literally have been in business for a decade, 10, 15 years. And what I hear all the time when I take them through my client intimacy process is like, I've never like really sat down and thought about my client this way. I've never really created messaging and content that was going to speak to them at such a deep, emotional, connected level. And I know for me, that is a non-negotiable. Like, it is a non-negotiable for me to be able to bring in clients that I feel really aligned with into my programs, especially any programs that are longer, right? So these are the types of things that you have to give yourself permission to think about. But what the problem is that you feel like, one, something is working, like I'm making some money from this, I'm getting some clients from this, so like, I shouldn't like touch it. But if it's causing you to feel like something is off within you, then yeah, you should. Now, if it's not, good, you're fine. If you are in love with it, if you're in love with your business model, if you're in love with your message, if you're in love with the type of clients that you call in, the price points you charge, if you're in love with how your business is structured and how you work with your clients, and how your time is structured, all the things, amazing. You're amazing, 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 right? We can talk about, okay, so like, where do you want to go to amplify that even more, to have even more of that happening? But if something really, really in you is feeling like something is off, and either you can't put your finger on it or you can't figure it out, we can do that. Literally, I have my alignment assessments for that reason. Or if you're like, I kind of know what it is, but I feel like I don't know what to change about it. Like, I don't know what to change about the program. I don't know what to change about the message. I don't like, whatever it is, like, we can, together, we can go through that. Right. So I just wanted this to be of inspiration to you, because the worst thing I see happening is that there are women, especially, who sit down and sit back and let it keep happening and think that it's going to change and think that something's going to be different. And I'm going to tell you this. I've had at least 3 times in my business where I've had to sit down and rethink about, what, that doesn't feel right. I want to change that, whether it was my business model, whether it was my audience, whether it was my message, whether it was literally just like, how does my business fit in my life? And like, what's my schedule look like? Like, okay, I don't want to do so many calls at nighttime. What does that look like? So you have to, it could be pricing, all the things. So you have to intentionally decide. That was one of the biggest lessons I had to learn with this, what we're talking about. You have to intentionally decide that you are wanting something to change. It has to be intentional. You can't be thinking, oh no, I'm going to keep like taking people into this program and it's going to like figure itself out. Now, maybe it could, right? Maybe it could, right? I've had clients who literally are like, after like X number of clients and after like 6 months or after like a year or after 2 years, I finally figured it out. And I'm like, okay. But then I have women who literally, we can sit down for 2 to 3 hours and literally they come out of the sessions, out of the intensives, and they know exactly what they're offering next. They know exactly what their next launch is. They have the biggest launch they've ever had. They have their biggest month ever, and they're signing clients literally within minutes to hours of our sessions. And it's literally that momentum and the permission that's being granted because of the clarity that is being processed, is being seen, experienced, right? And so you get to have that for yourself, but you have to make an intentional decision. Are you wanting to wait and keep hoping that it's going to figure itself out? or you wanting to come into a space with someone who, I'm not going to take you away from your business model that you want. I'm not going to take you away from how you want to run your business. That's actually the opposite. But I hear a lot of women concerned about that. Like I feel like I need to go within myself and I need to figure it out and all these kinds of things. I'm actually the opposite. I actually was just talking to a client about this, and I was like, at any point in our coaching, do you ever feel like I take you out of who you are, out of what you really want? No, I actually call you higher to it. I actually call you higher to give yourself permission for everything that you want and how you want it. Your business is not going to be my business. It's not going to look like my business. It's not going to look like any of my clients' business. It's going to be your business. Right? But you have to be able to clearly define what that looks like for you, and then be able to step into full permission to allow it. And then we just start creating the plan around it. And it is powerful, powerful, powerful. Clarity is cash. Clarity brings in your soul aligned clients. Clarity allows you to step into the soul work that you really want to be doing. Clarity helps you stop looking for validation outside of all of these spaces in your business. You're looking at the money. You're looking at the number of people on your client roster. You're looking at how many people looked at your Facebook Live, how your ads are doing, how your emails are doing. You're looking at all of these external things, when in reality, all you really need to be focused on is, are you being your truest, highest leader? Are you honoring your truest, highest gift and genius that you're meant to be sharing into the world? Are you honoring what you really want to be freaking charging, and who you really want to be working with, and what you really want to be saying? Or are you putting out a watered down version of it? Are you half-assing it? Because if any of that is happening, there's no way you're going to get to the next level of where you want to be and be able to actually sustain it consistently. Consistency and sustainability, those are major for me in a way that they've never been before. Is this actually sustainable energetically as well as physically? Can I actually sustain this type of program? Can I actually sustain whatever the thing is? Is it sustainable? And then is it consistent? When you get to a certain level in your business, that's what you are focused on. Okay. And so if you're not allowing yourself to step into clarity around how you really want the next level of your journey to look like and to be, what you want to experience, how you want to expand through it, I want to invite you in. Grab an intensive with me. Okay, grab an intensive with me. Let's spend a couple hours together. And I promise you, every part of my body, that you are going to leave this session. You're going to have so much more momentum, so much more clarity. And I promise you that whatever is created, it is going to come back into not only your wallet, not only into, clients and things like that, but it's going to go back into this like deeper fulfillment and connection that you've been craving, that you've been wanting. So I want to invite you into that, but you have to intentionally say yes to it. You have to intentionally say yes to doing things simpler, easier, more sustainably, more fulfilling, with more balance, with more joy. You have to decide that. You can keep doing things the way that you want to. If you want to keep feeling like it's like hustle, hustle, hard, go, 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 that's fine. Right. But if you really are wanting to be in a space where it feels at ease and it feels freer, right? Not ease and like, oh, it's super easy and I like don't do anything and like I just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. But I'm talking about like ease when it's like, man, I can't believe like I wrote that module like that fast. I can't believe that I wrote that sales page that fast. I can't believe that I like just got on a Facebook Live and just let like everything flow, and bam, I got like a $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 client. Bam, I can't believe that like I just let this launch be the easiest launch I've ever had. Like I can't believe I just gave myself permission to like let go of this program and only focus on that program, and bam, I had my biggest launch ever. Like that is what ease is. Ease is like not sitting there questioning yourself, not being in so much doubt, not being in overthinking, not being in frustrated and like having anxiety and stressing out, and taking control and being able to trust yourself and what you're wanting and what you're feeling and what you want to honor. Okay. So if you're interested, I want you to send me a private message, right? And just say the word care, like say intensive. Kira, I'm interested in working with you. I would love to know more about the intensive. You can also go to kirajones.com/intensive as well. I believe kirajones.com/intensives. Intensives. Why can't I speak today? Let me just make sure. I was just messaging my assistant about a page, but I want to make sure I got the right one. kirajones.com/intensives. Yes, with an S. So you can go there, but at the simplest, you can always just private message me and we can look at the calendar and see when we can get you in for your intensive. But this is something like we're in the back half of the year, right? For a lot of my clients, this has actually been their most successful year. Okay. You get to allow you to be in all that you want to be in with your business. You get to allow it, right? You can stay in a space where you're just like trying to figure it out. You keep stressing out, or you can allow yourself to be in a space where you're like, okay, this is what I want. This is how I want to experience it. This is what I want to charge, all the things. You get to decide what this next level of your business looks like. But like I keep saying, you have to intentionally make that decision. Nobody's going to make the decision for you. Okay. You have to decide. And so your next step, if you're feeling this, right? If you've been following me, I don't care for 5 minutes or 5 months or 5 years, whatever it is, if you are feeling it, I want you to private message me and just say, Kiera, I'm interested in intensive, and we can just communicate. We can chat right back and forth in the messenger, just to learn a little bit more about where you are and what you're wanting, and get you inside the intensive if it's a fit. If there's another program that's a fit, we can talk about that too, right? But don't sit there and try to figure that out on your own. If this message is resonating with you and you are ready to be called higher in your business to a deeper level of fulfillment and joy, and really being able to just align and connect with your brand more powerfully than you ever have before through, with an aligned monetization model, aligned messaging, be in full alignment with the audience that you want to call in, private message me so that we can understand and see where you're at and what feels like a good fit for you. Okay, you get to make that decision. But the first step is you just saying, hey, raising your hand. All right, so private message me. I'm opening up my private message to you. And for those of you who are here live, thanks for joining. Hey, Justin, thanks for joining, Katrina too. And feel free to share this message or tag a biz bestie and mastermind sister who you know needs to hear it. And until next time, love, shine, and success. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.